Hello everyone. I hope everyone is having a beautiful evening. Give me just one moment and I will be ready for you. Shoot. Oh, darn. I think I have that. Okay. Hello everyone. My name is Sarah from Magpie Beauty USA. And I am excited to be with you tonight. Tonight we are doing a live all about chromes. Tips, tricks, everything you need to know to make your chroming experience better. Haha, I found what I needed. Okay, I am coming on because, hello, hi Kate, how are you? I am coming on tonight because we have had a lot of questions regarding chrome. And so we decided to kind of do a quote unquote series about chrome in an effort to help people see the different colors that we have in the Magpie line, and then also to do a couple of lives regarding chrome so that you can start to imagine your chromes being used in a different way, show your nail tech clients different options that they can use with chrome. So I am excited about tonight. I'm going to answer all of your questions if you have any regarding chrome application and how to make it last without chipping and without any struggles of, customer retention as far as chrome goes. But before I do that, I did want to touch on, we have a lot of different chromes from Magpie, and I wanted to touch on a few of them. So I'm gonna hop right into that topic before we get started with chrome application. Nails by Kate Beckstead. This is good because sometimes chrome is so hard. Yes, chrome can be it's like a love-hate relationship that we have with chrome. And so hopefully today's live will help you recognize the time that it takes to apply chrome to where it won't chip off, how to protect your chrome for the 2 to 4 weeks that your client is away before they come back, and then also what to tell your clients so that they will take good care of their nails while they have chrome on. So first things first, let's go over some different chromes that we offer from Magpie. So these ones that I have on the screen right now, these are all iridescent chromes. And iridescent chromes mean that they're going to be sheer. And each one has a different finish. Each one is going to give a little bit different look depending on what you're after. So, for instance, Ruth is going to have, do you see that golden kickback? That light reflection. So it's going to have pink and it's going to have gold and it's going to be beautiful, especially over oranges or pinks or yellows during this season. Ruth is going to be so beautiful. And then we have, this is a purple iridescent chrome, but it is sheer. So it's going to be fantastic over pinks, purples, and blues. Berry is gorgeous. Or Twyla or Trixie, both of these, you can see this one reflects green, this one reflects blue, but that doesn't mean that they can only go over blue or green. Kind of think about complementary colors. So you're definitely going to be tapping in when you use products like this, you're going to be tapping into your color knowledge. So Twyla, in my opinion, is going to be absolutely stunning over blues. Yes, of course, but it's also going to be really, really lovely over pinks. Have you ever had one of those pink gel polishes that has a blue iridescent in it? It's stunning, so give that a try. And Trixie is going to be gorgeous over yellows, in my opinion, and of course greens. So really just tap into some creativity when you're using iridescent chromes. Unicorn is a sheer chrome, but it has holographic powder in it. So that means that whatever color you put it over, that's the color that's going to shine through, but in the sun, it's going to have a hollow hit. So Unicorn is like one of those beautiful products you need in your arsenal, because Unicorn is fantastic for that. And then we have Phoebe, she is an orange, and Josie, she is a pink, but these are going to be great over various colors. Don't be afraid to try things. Juniper is a hidden gem. Juniper is green and is absolutely stunning over, in my opinion, over white. That's when I think that Juniper is my most favorite. Absolutely gorgeous. Then of course we have Jenny. She has oranges and gold, a little bit of green in there. Then we have Chrome AB. Chrome AB is going to be fabulous over every color. It doesn't have like one color that it's going to be so beautiful with. Every color is Chrome AB's best friend. Glazed is going to give you that glazed donut look. And then Moonlight is going to be, this one's going to be more sheer. Moonlight is that silvery, absolutely fantastic silvery finish. If you were to put like a hot pink behind, then Moonlight is going to have a hot pink background, but it's still going to be that silver. So if your client is looking for like nude nails that are absolutely like hand grabbers, put Moonlight over any color nude and your client is going to be like, wow, I am the wealthiest person for the next 3 weeks. Totally beautiful. And then Shelly, oldie but a goodie. I mean, Shelly, you just cannot go wrong with Shelly. This is one of our original chromes along with Pandora. I didn't pull her out tonight, but Shelly is beautiful, beautiful over greens, over yellows, over oranges, over pinks. And she is just so fabulous. So that is some of our iridescent chromes. Here are some of our holographic chromes. Dazzle, Kitty, absolutely gorgeous. Kitty, I know you're probably like, it's a cat eye, but it can be chromed. And when you chrome Kitty, the holographic aura is chef's kiss. These two are going to be fun to put over different colors because, again, although you can put it over black and you're going to really get just the silvery hue, you can put like a pink or a blue, think Pop Star or Jazzy Joe, which are two of our gel polish colors. If you put those colors behind, like a really strong color behind either of these, then the underneath is going to have a beautiful, beautiful pink or blue. Another color that would be really great under either of these is our Dizzy Lizzy. Love, love, love. Oh, I'm missing, you guys are commenting and you're talking to me. I'm so happy you're here. Nails by Sheridan, Jenny is an underrated beauty. Yes, she is. She's definitely one of those hidden gems that gets pushed to the side, but look at that color. I mean, over a red, wow, it would just be amazing. Tammy Miller says Danielle is one of her favorites. Danielle is so beautiful. There are lots of different iridescent chromes that can go over any color, so definitely have a play with it. The next set of chromes that I pulled, I just pulled some random ones, but these ones, we will talk more about these as the fall comes, but these ones are not sheer and you're not going to see a color underneath. So you could put this over any color you want, but what you're going to see is the color of the chrome itself. So Rosaline is this beautiful rose gold. It does have a holographic piece to it. Ribbon is a pink, a pale pink. Think if you know our glitters, Faith. This is going to be a chrome version of Faith with that hollow in it. Hunter. Oh, come on. Everybody, let's just have a moment for Hunter. Beautiful chrome. Absolutely. Just such a beautiful tone of green. I love this chrome. Moet, if you don't have Moet, it's a must-have. Ursula. These ones right here are going to be shifty, but they are fully pigmented. They are not sheer in any way. So you're going to get Ursula, which is this purpley blue. And then you have Winifred, which is a teal purple. And then you have Morticia, which is that red, orangey green. Gorgeous. And then the last one that I have right here is Noelle. Now we have lots of different full color chromes, metallic chromes in our line. So as you're looking around on the website, magpiebeautyusa.com, or even in our app, the Magpie Beauty USA app, just have a look and look at all of the various chromes. If they are white, like these ones, it doesn't mean that they're white. It means that they're sheer and that the color that's behind it is really going to make a difference. Iridescent chromes versus fully metallic chromes. But we'll talk more on that. Like I said, as the fall comes, I'll do some metallic chrome information. So let me move all that off to the side. Nails by Kate Beckstead. So with the colored chromes, do you want to put them over black, nude, clear, matching color? That is a really great question, and I appreciate you asking that, Kate. You can put them over any color that you want. Say your client wants a yellow manicure in the fall. Moet is going to cover up that yellow, and instead of seeing yellow, you're just going to see champagne. When we're working with metallic chromes, you can really put them over any color that you choose. Of course, black is going to give you like the truest color that is within the bottle, yes, but these are so pigmented that, like I said, even over neon yellow, you're still gonna only see champagne. And if you put this over neon yellow, you're still just gonna see this beautiful teal. So that was a great question. Thank you for that. All right, today I am going to, did I forget to bring those in? I am missing something to show you. Hold on one moment. I'll be right back. Oh, no, I have them right here. Sweet. So today, I actually have some examples to show you. When you are showing your clients, sometimes I feel like we want to put, well, that's a bad example. We want to put juniper just over green because apparently since it reflects green, then that's what it would look best over. But that's not true. I didn't pull juniper to even show you, but you can see we've put it over black, over white, and over a nude. So show your clients, if you can, some different color options so that they can really see what the chrome looks like over a different background. Jenny, you beaut. I still want to put her over red. I think she would be absolutely stunning over red. Shelly, one of my favorites. This is an oldie but a goodie. And then Pandora, which is a true oldie but a goodie. Love, love, love Pandora. So be sure to show your clients, if you can, over different colors, what it will look like, and they'll be so happy. I saw one of our affiliates, that was a brilliant move on her part. Let me actually get that. What she does is say her client wants Palm Bay. Then she would take Palm Bay and she would take Jenny. Let me move my swatch stick out of the way. And because this has a no wipe top coat on it, now I don't know if it'll work right now because this is not a fresh no wipe top coat, but we're gonna give it a try. But what she does is she just takes a little bit of this, rubs it on here so that they can see what the chrome will look like. Now this top coat is not absorbing this chrome, but you get the idea. That way your client can see what the chrome will look like. And then if you don't want the chrome to be on your swatch stick, then you just take a little bit of Prep and Hydrate and you cleanse it off and it'll take off your chrome. So that was a really, really great idea for those of us who don't have a million swatch sticks or who don't have time to make a lot of swatch sticks. I thought that was just such a good idea. So maybe put on a fresh top coat and then you could chrome over it. So great. Okay, moving on to what we're doing today. Chrome tips and tricks. Please, if at any time you have any questions regarding chrome, you're probably not the only one with a question. So shout it out so that everybody can learn from each other. I'm happy to help in any way. And here we go. So I have just swatched Forget Me Not, which is just a nude color. This is 2 coats of Forget Me Not. First thing I want to touch on is when we are doing chrome, when you talk to your client about what they're wanting on their nails and you know you're doing chrome, then I wouldn't have done 2 coats of color. I would have only done 1 coat of color. The reason being is that each coat that you put on, the thicker the nail gets. So when we are doing chrome, we have to put on a top coat, then the chrome, then another layer of a clear gel, and then another top coat. So that's 4 more additional layers on top of our color layer. So really consider how you can pare down some of those layers. And what I would do is only do 1 coat of color. I might even make my base coat a little bit thinner rather than structuring it like I normally would. I would probably go just slightly thinner and then I would put on 1 coat of color, then start in with my chrome process. So just food for thought as you are working with your clients regarding chrome. Next thing is you have to have a no wipe top coat, and I love our Top It Off. It is a no wipe top coat and it is fantastic for chrome. Now over Forget Me Not, I've chosen a nude. That way, as I'm showing you various chromes, in fact, let's just choose Jenny since we've shouted her out a couple times. I am going to rub it on this nude base so that you can really see the iridescent payoff of what she can do. When we're applying our no wipe top coat, you don't need a ton. This is another thing to think about when we're doing chrome is that your base coat application needs to be spot on, and then you're going to put on your color coat and you're going to allow that to settle before you cure it. Each layer matters when we're doing chrome because if you, For instance, I have a furry from a previous client. I remember doing that last week. So if you do not get something out like a Furby, like this guy right here, that's just unpleasant. Oh, he's a long one. Anyway, you are going to see it when you go to Chrome. Chrome shows every flaw possible. So make sure your base coat application is really nice and smooth. Make sure your color coat is really nice and smooth before you cure it. And on this layer, make sure that you apply your top coat and that everything is really nice and smooth before you give it a full cure. Make sure you're using that line of light to your benefit like this. If it's not quite level, give it another second. You can even flip your client's hand upside down. But we have to be careful that each layer gets the attention that it needs so that it looks its best. So on a swatch stick, I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm gonna go in for a full 60-second cure. Now here's my next tip. When we're working with chromes, you need to make sure that your client, sometimes clients get lazy and they kind of go like halfway in the lamp because they don't understand the importance of going all the way in the lamp and giving all of the gel a full cure. So communicate with your client and make sure they're going all the way in the lamp. That way they're getting a full cure. That the light bulbs, wherever they are inside of your lamp, need to be over the client's fingers. We have to have a full proper cure for our top coat to cure properly, and then we can put on our chrome. Now the Magpie Top It Off, you're gonna cure it for a full 60 seconds. There are some people who I know cure for 30 seconds. I've never done it that way. I'm teaching you the way that I know how. I have heard some people go in for 30 seconds, then rub on the chrome, then finish the cure. So that's another option. For me, I went in for the full 60 seconds, and then you just need just a tiny bit. That way we're not wasting. Can you hear that? I'm gonna put it right next to the microphone. I hope you're hearing that. It is the squeak of a good cure. So next thing I'm going to do, I'm using our chrome tool. Some people like to apply with a glove. Some people like to apply with a bare finger. I like to apply with our chrome tool, and I'm not putting a lot of pressure. In fact, I'm holding back here because you don't need a lot of pressure. We're not scratching it into the top coat. We're holding it back here, just with light pressure, rubbing everything in. And you can even wipe off any excess and rub again, okay? The next thing we're gonna do is this is our Magpie Soft Duster, and we wanna make sure when we're using chromes that we remove all the dust. We don't need, if there's any in the sidewalls, if there's any in the eponychium area, sidewalls, even on the free edge, even under the free edge, we have to make sure all of it gets removed, because any pieces of chrome that have not been chromed in that are left will turn your chrome glittery when you top coat. So if you are having trouble with glittery chrome, make sure you're removing all of the dust like this, all right? Next thing is, oh, I'm sorry. Let me go back and answer anybody who is talking to me. So squeaky, yes, that is a sign of a really good cure is when it squeaks. Mrs. Trilakes, I missed what shade the chrome is. This is Jenny Chrome. Beautiful. It's going to be fantastic over reds, oranges, yellow. It's going to give you that beautiful, beautiful orangey shade that everybody's after this season. So Jenny or Ruth, mwah, gorgeous. Then Tammy Miller, pretty. Yes, it is so pretty. Jenny is an underrated gem. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so once you have rubbed in your chrome and you have been thorough in removing the dust, the next thing we're gonna do is just gently file the free edge. And what we're doing is creating a like a buffed space or a scratched space on the free edge. Now I'm not going in really firmly. I'm just barely like, can you see I'm barely even like making some scratches on the free edge. Then I'm gonna remove my dust again. And the reason why we're doing that is because we are sandwiching a powder in between two gels that are not really supposed to be together, right? We're going to be putting a sticky gel over a no wipe top coat. And generally, over a no wipe top coat, nothing actually stays. So we have to give somewhere something for the next layer of gel to adhere to. Now there are some different things that you can do here. You can apply a base coat here. You can apply Give Me Strength. You can apply Rubber Up. It's totally up to you. My preference is Get a Grip Clear. We do want it to be a clear gel. Well, I guess you could also do like a jelly. You could do one of our jellies at this point. I've never tried that, but you do want it to be a flexible gel. So one of our jellies would work. In this case, I'm going to use Get a Grip Clear, and it is totally up to you. But what we want to do is create just a very thin layer. We're not trying to add bulk to the nail, but we want a thin layer. And then we want to make sure that we are getting all the way back to the free edge, that we're getting down in the sidewalls. And then last but not least, I know that there is a lot of controversy in the industry regarding capping the free edge, but in this one time, just this one situation, I'm begging you to please just cap the free edge, pull your gel all the way to the free edge, cap it. And what that is doing is adhering your squishy layer that's not supposed to really be touching a top coat that doesn't have an inhibition layer. You're kind of sandwiching it and sealing it. So make sure you do this. Then we're going to give that a full 60-second cure. And then the last thing we would do is put on our top coat. All right. And like I said, when we are working this way, do you see how that's pitted? It is because we're putting two gels that don't belong together. So you're going to work quickly here, and it's going to work out, I promise. It always does. So you're going to make sure to pull that top coat or that base coat all the way over, and then you're going to put your client back in the lamp right away for a full 60-second cure. And then last but not least is that we would go back in with a finishing top coat, which in this case, I will use Top It Off. Okay, so I'm going to skip this part. We all know how to finish off a manicure, and I'm going to do one more. So again, I have Forget Me a Knot. With a layer of Top It Off. And again, this just needs to be a thin layer. We don't need a lot of bulk on the nail. And also, if I could just make a good habit of not putting my fuzzies back in the top coat, that would be nice too. Oh, I just saw one there. I am the worst. All right. I'm gonna let that settle before she goes into the lamp. We wanna make sure everything is where we want it to be. And as soon as I'm happy with that, I'm checking all of the places that I need to check. You can even flip your client upside down if you'd like. As soon as we're happy with it, we're gonna go in for a full 60-second cure. Now, the reason why I wanted to do another one is not only to remind you of the various steps, but I also want to show you, for instance, berry. We could use any of these beautiful iridescent chromes that have color in them. I'm missing one. Oh, she's hiding. So we could use any of these, and that way you can see that they are sheer and that they can go over various colors. So I'm going to either choose berry or twilight, and I think I'm going to go berry. Okay. Oops. So same concept. You're going to put the top coat in for a full 60 seconds, making sure that your client is fully in the lamp. And I have heard people who go 1 finger at a time, 2 fingers at a time, 4 fingers at a time. It's really up to you and what you feel confident with. But my best tip for if you're using multiple fingers is that you do everything in the same pattern. So I always do 4 fingers and then my thumb, because I feel like thumb has to get a full cure by going in by itself, things like that. So whatever pattern you choose, make sure that you do the same every time, that we're following the same. That way you don't miss filing a free edge, or maybe you're letting it cool for too long. You know, all of these things that could happen. So going in with berry. Again, not using a lot of pressure. It doesn't take a lot of pressure. And you'll know if your top coat cured properly because there's a squeak when it cures properly versus when it doesn't cure properly. So now I'm just wiping off any excess, just gently. We're not trying to break up this soft pad. We're just rubbing out any excess. And then I can go over, remove any extra, and then go in with my soft duster brush. Okay. But do you see how this could go over lots of different colors? And even though it feels like it should only go over purple, I suggest that you try it over oranges, reds, blues. It's going to be absolutely a fun twist on a color palette. Gorgeous. And at this point, we go through the same motion. I would go through and just gently file that free edge. And if I was doing all four, I would file all four free edges. And then I would dust off all of the excess dust, any dust that could be anywhere. Make sure you get it out. Then I would go through and I would put base coat on all four. Then I would go through and put top coat on all four. Then I would do the thumb. So another thing to tell your client is that chrome, totally possible. Number one, it needs to be an upcharge. Number two, it's going to take a while because each step adds time. So it's not one of those really fast things, especially if they want 10 nails of chrome. It does take a moment and your client needs to be aware of that. So when you're doing your client intake, make sure that they know what they're getting in for. This time I'm going to use Give Me Strength Clear. You can use a clear gel of your choosing. Give Me Strength does have a bit of flexibility to it, but it also cures a little bit more rigid. And so I like this gel as well. All right, once that settles and gets where I want it to be, then I'm gonna put that into the lamp. Why am I the way I am? Hold on one second, let me get my Furbies out. I know every nail tech can understand what I'm talking about. When we get a little lazy and we allow the little fur balls that we pick up to go back in our gel, then it comes to bite us in the end, right? Okay, so I'm gonna put this into the light, give that a full cure, and let's do one more together. Danny says it's worth it. I have a client who does a different chrome every 3 weeks and it's so fun. Oh, that is so great. I love that she is willing to get chrome because some people, they're too hard on their nails or they get shied away. But yes, chrome is totally worth it and it's so much fun. So let's do one more together. I have another pop. This is Forget Me Not. We're gonna go in with our Top It Off top coat. Again, this is just a very thin layer. We aren't needing, it doesn't have to be paper thin, but you just don't need a lot of excess gel. And here you want to make sure that, like if this was on a client, you want to make sure that your gel is touching everywhere that gel color is. When I'm working on a pop, I'm usually a little bit more sloppy and not paying attention. But when we're on a client, what will happen is that this little ring right here will not have chrome on it. And so this little ring is going to be a matte color. Say if you put Jazzy Joe on somebody, then this part won't have chrome and then the next part will. So make sure you're paying attention and getting that top coat everywhere where it needs to be. All right, so that is all on. I'm gonna let that settle. I'm gonna take out the one that has berry. And my top coat I'm happy with. Okay, so I'm gonna put that in for a full 60-second cure. Now the last one that I wanna show you is actually gonna be a chrome fade. And I am gonna use, well, yeah, let's go with this one. Well, maybe I'll use Moonlight. Moonlight, you beauty. Okay, so a chrome fade, you can either go from the eponychium forward or from the free edge back. It's totally up to you and your client and what you want that final appearance to be. But for those of you who might be new to the Magpie line and don't have Moonlight yet, I mean, you really need it. Like, look how beautiful that is. Absolutely just a stunner of a chrome. So beautiful. What I'm gonna do is change out my chrome head because this one has iridescent chrome in it, even though I've wiped out the excess and you can't really see the color, that could mess up what I'm about to do. So I do have a fresh chrome head for my silvery chrome. All right, my pop is done. I'm just gonna gather a little bit of chrome on my bristle or on my chrome tool. And then, oh, I said I was gonna do a chrome fade. Darn it. Okay, let's go from the back. I got carried away thinking like, ooh, this is gonna be so pretty. Okay, so a chrome fade, you're gonna start from the back or from the free edge, and we're gonna just slightly, I needed less product. Let me wipe some of that off. Because when we're doing a chrome fade, it takes even less product. All right, so being very careful, let me close this chrome. So being very careful to not try and rub that chrome into the free edge. Now again, you can go from free edge back or you can go from the cuticle forward. I would have liked to have stopped here, but I had a lot of chrome. Oh, hi everybody, you can see me. See how moonlight is absolutely gorgeous. So make sure to pay attention that you don't need that much chrome when you're doing a chrome fade, and then decide how far you want that chrome to fade forward. So what can I do here? I wish that I had, maybe I do have, hold on one second. All right, maybe you can all just imagine with me. I have Get a Grip Pink, but I wish that I had Get a Grip Cloud. I don't have it at my desk. But can you imagine that milky, beautiful, milky white? That's clear. I don't think I have a Get a Grip Cloud here. Nope, I do not. I'm gonna have to bring one to my desk. Okay, oh, you know what I do have? No, I won't use that. Okay. I'm on the fly, guys. I feel like I'm going everywhere at the moment. Okay. But can you imagine with me for a moment how beautiful it would be if I faded Get a Grip Cloud, or you could use Frosted, which is Build It, and then it just kind of faded down, and then I had this beautiful situation. So I'm going to use Get a Grip Pink. I do not know if this is going to work, but we're going to try it together. Since this is our third time of doing this type of chrome design, we're just going to have a little bit of fun before we end our evening. So the rules still apply. Remember, we have a no wipe top coat right here, so you have to give something for the next layer to grip onto. So I'm still going to give a gentle file to the free edge. We're still going to remove our dust from underneath, from the sidewalls, from the eponychium area, everything like that. And then I'm going to go in this case, with Get a Grip Pink, which is not my ideal color, but we'll go with it. And we are just going to, maybe we can put just a tiny bit, because we have to seal this in. And if this was cloud, it would be so much better, because this is going to kind of fade it out. Nope, didn't work like I wanted to, but maybe I can give that a try. And if it works, come back on. But what I wanted to do was kind of fade that down so that we had that beautiful chrome that led into that white. Absolutely gorgeous. But instead, that's the way the cookie crumbles. So I'm going to take this off. Ooh, it's still left behind our chrome. That's great. Great news, great news. So I'm going to take off the pink, and I'm going to go in with, in this case, Give Me Strength Clear, because I have it right here. Don't be afraid to try things. Some things don't work out. You don't have to try everything on a client. But when you're having a play on a nail pop, don't be afraid to try again. Maybe it doesn't work, maybe it does. But that's the only way you find combinations that are new and exciting. Make sure that you are covering all of the chrome with your clear gel, and then make sure to cap that free edge. Give that a full 60-second cure. And then you go in with your finishing top coat. All right, everybody. That covers everything that we had to talk about with chrome tips and tricks. Then the last thing that I want to remind you is that when you are telling your clients about how to wear chrome, they really do have to follow that rule of that nails are jewels, not tools. Because again, we have sandwiched powder in between two gels that don't mesh together. So they kind of have to do their part too. If they are scraping things, or if they are doing housework, or maybe they're doing a demolition, or who knows what they're doing, or they're out gardening, if they are using their nails as tools, that will want to peel apart. So make sure to arm your clients with the information that they need on how to make their chrome last, and follow these simple tips and you will have perfect chrome every time. Thank you so much for joining me today. Try a chrome fade, especially from here up. It's absolutely gorgeous. One of my favorites is using Aurora to go from the free edge up. Moonlight would also do a good job if I hadn't forgotten for just a moment what I was doing. Anyway, all of these products can be purchased at magpiebeautyusa.com. Which colors are those, please? I'd be happy to tell you. This chrome is berry. It's part of our iridescent chrome collection. I'll show you that really fast. So we have Berry and Twyla, Trixie, Phoebe, and Josie. All of these are part of this collection. Although they are colored, they are sheer chromes and are going to give you a beautiful payoff like this. And then this one is Jenny. Jenny is going to be beautiful, absolutely stunning over oranges, reds, pinks, yellows, gorgeous. And then last but not least is our ever popular, client favorite, customer favorite Moonlight. This one, because I wiped it off, it's not quite as potent as it could be, but yes, it is definitely that reflective silvery chrome. Absolutely gorgeous. And all of these are over the color Magpie Forget-Me-Not. Gorgeous. All right, everybody, you can grab these products at magpiebeautyusa.com or on the Magpie USA app. If you don't have the app, let me walk you through. It's very simple. You're going to go to the App Store or your Google Play Store, download Magpie Beauty USA. You're going to use the same login information that you do on the website. If you don't have a login yet, you can just create one. Then you can use it on the website or on the app. And those two platforms actually talk to each other. So you can get these products on either platform. And as always, if you have any questions regarding our products, or if you need further tips and tricks, or if you have suggestions of lives that you would like to see in the future, please let us know. We're always happy to help. And until next time, bye.